Okay, guys, you want to see how I achieve this look? Give me a minute. I'll be right back to show you how I achieve this look. Okay, so let's get started. I am showing you guys how I do my eyebrows and how I achieve this look. So right now I am shading in my eyebrows. I am using pomade for my eyebrows in the shade Ebony. So I am building the product on my eyebrows slowly. I don't like to put a lot on the brush at one time because I do like to keep a natural look on my eyebrows. I take natural over anything. So I'm shading it in. I'm kind of like drawing the lines in the front just to make it look a little more natural. So I'm brushing it out, brushing the product in my eyes, my eyebrows. Although my eyebrows are very, very thin. I don't have a lot of thick eyebrows, honey. I wish I did, but I don't. So I have to go ahead and make it do what it do. Um, so I am actually using a black eyebrow pencil to shade in the back to make it look like an ombre look, more or less, I would say. I just like that look. That's what I do to make my eyebrows, look a little more natural and have like a little darkness to it because my eyebrows is horrible, okay? But it works. I work it out. It work out for me. It work out for me. So I am using some concealer up on the bottom to clean it up. That is the shade, my shade. You should use your shade in the front. In the back, above your eyebrow bone, you should use like a lighter shade. That's what I do. A little bit lighter shade than my skin complexion. It just kind of make your eyebrows pop, especially when you're doing your eyeshadow. So I am cleaning up, but I also am go ahead and set my concealer on my eyelids for my eyeshadow as well. So I'm gonna be quiet, and when it's time for me to tell you a little bit more, I will tell you. I will talk, but I'm definitely here. Don't think I am going anywhere. And I am actually using the concealer buffer to buff out my concealer as well. That's what that brush was, a buffer brush. Okay, and I did have that is a damp sponge for my eyes. I do that is specifically for eye concealer, that sponge. I absolutely love that sponge. I do have it damp because I like using a damp sponge when I am, kind of buffing out my concealer and also my makeup as well. So that's what it is, a damp sponge. I just did want to tell you guys that. And I am listening to some music in the background, so you will see me, call myself, give me a little dance on a little bit or whatever as I'm doing my makeup tutorial. So don't mind me, child. Just know I was vibing to the rhythm of the beats. I did speed the video up some because it is kind of long video. Doing makeup actually really take time. It's a time consuming, especially if you want to look decent. I am I like for stuff to be done the right way, and I try my hardest to make it look, as neat as possible, and that's my thing. I'm like that in real life. I like for stuff to look neat, so you know how I'm gonna be with that makeup as well. I absolutely love doing makeup though. I need to do it more often. I don't do it enough. So I am applying some setting powder to my eyelid to set the concealer a little bit. Not a lot, just a teeny little bit. I don't like that much on there. And I don't always do it either, to be honest with you. It just help your eyeshadow go on smoother. And I am starting with that black eyeshadow. In a little while, you see me put on the eye guard. That's just what I'm using the eye guard to achieve the look that I want. So, um, and I almost had forgot about it. That's why I had to wait a minute and stop, so I can go ahead and put it on. As you see me putting on now, that is an eyeshadow guard. So a lot of people use that up under their eyes when they're putting on eyeshadow after they done did their makeup, well, their foundation. I do my foundation last most of the time anyway. I don't never do mine on before time, but a lot that's what that's used for as well, just in case. You know, you guys put on your makeup first and then set your foundation and stuff, and then you go ahead and add that and do your eyeshadow. I don't like to do my eyeshadow before my foundation. Well, after my foundation, I'm sorry. I was trying to find my brush to be able to go ahead and apply the purple eyeshadow because it's like a lighter purple I use, well, pinkish purple that I use to try to blend out that black because black is a really hard color to work with eyeshadow. It's like it's up and it's stuck. You know what I'm saying? So you have to really, 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 build and blend it out. Build and blend it out. So that's what I'm doing. I am building my eyeshadow and I'm blending out at the same time because that black can be kind of harsh. So you have to be careful with black eyeshadow because it does not blend out well at all. So as I said, I am using a lighter purple. So you see me getting my little dance on, honey, because I was listening to my music, honey. So I went from a pinkish purple to a darker purple. And I'm going back and forth, kind of building that product up and blending out at the same time. And when I use the black, I was kind of like setting my crease line as well. But I also wanted to use the black for this look as well. Although I think I should have went a little bit darker with the black. But it's okay. I like the way it came out. Now, see, I'm just doing too much, ain't I? Try don't mind me, honey, because I was vibing, okay? And I want you guys to drop a comment down below when you see this video and tell me what colors would y'all like for me to do. That's one of the biggest things I have a problem with, figuring out the colors I want to do on my eyes. The next video will not be a cut crease. The next video is just going to be a natural beat with colors though, but not with a cut crease. So what colors you think I should use? Let me know. Now see, I'm just doing too much. Now I am doing too much, okay? And I actually use a little bit of white to try to, kind of blend that out a little bit and kind of put it back up under my brow bone. So I am using a white eyeshadow to blend that purple out to try to make it a little more blend, a little more flawless up there. Because I had to build a product so much to try to make it the look, get the look I want to look. To achieve the look, sugar. So I am now about to cut my cut crease. And I absolutely love that pencil there. I mean, that brush is like a real detailed brush. It's so easy for me to go ahead and go. I just love it because it's easy for me to go ahead and do my cut crease with it. Um, Although sometime with the concealer I be using, it really dries fast because it's almost like a matte finish. But I have to move fast when I am using that brush because to go ahead and apply to make the the found. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, I'm messing up bad. The concealer on my eye. Okay, so you know it's you gotta move fast. I'm telling you that now. You see me use my damp beauty blender again. Just to pat that concealer out. It just make it look more flawless to me. It lays better to me when it's wet and damp. And now I'm using the buffer brush to go ahead and pat out as well. And I did add some more powder to it. Setting powder. Let me be specific. And I'm not really calling out the product's name, y'all, to be honest, because I need to they need to start paying me for promotions, okay? Because I be telling people products, and I'm gonna stop doing that as much. Now, if somebody asks me specifically, yes, I will be honest. Now I'm gonna do that. So I'm applying a white eyeshadow, and then the orange that I use is almost like a yellowish orange, almost like a mustard color orange, just not as mustard, I would say, and not as orange. You'll see in a few seconds with the orange that I use. Which I wish I would use like a different color orange. See that color orange? So it's a pretty yellowish orange. I would say that's what it is, more of a yellowish orange. I actually like that color. It was really cute. And I'm just patting that in, blending it out. You want it to be flawless. You want it to kind of be a seamless blend when you add your eyeshadow to your looks. You want it just to look like it just ombreing into the next color. So you got to just make sure you just kind of pat it real good and don't blend it. You really kind of like pat it in because it is on top of your concealer on your eyes. So you can't do too much. You just kind of run across it as you seeing me do. I'm patting it in. Just always remember that when you're applying your eyeshadow, you pat it in on top of that concealer. You're going to have patches. And I'm going in with that black. Kind of like, almost like you're winging it out a little bit. So almost like you kind of winging out the black eyeshadow. But that's the Pacific look I was kind of going for. I just wish I would have a little bit darker with the black. Um, just a little bit darker with the black. As you can see, I definitely tried to speed up the video for you guys. So I am going in with my liquid eyeliner. Doing this makeup is so time consuming, but I actually really, it's like therapeutic to me. You just sitting up there, mind your own little business, doing your little makeup and listen to the music. It's like a whole little nice little vibe. Just be chilling. Like I said, I don't know why I don't do it more often, but I'm finna do better. Okay, so I'm done, and see, I peeled off my little eyeshadow guard, and I actually really love the look though. I really like the way it turned out, you know. So I am applying my primer, my face primer. Um, so I can go ahead. I want to beat this face real quick. The eyeshadow, the foundation was a little bit too dark at the time, but once it go ahead and settle in and all that, it go ahead and kind of minimize into your skin. So it changed it changed the color though. It did get right, but it will do that. I can't think of the name of it. Oxidize in your skin. So sometimes it do oxidize down, but it's blended, honey. It's giving what it's supposed to give. I need to get me a more comfortable chair. That chair, my chair is a pretty chair, but that chair is not comfortable. I need a more comfortable chair for my makeup. Cause honey, that ain't comfortable enough for me. That's why you see me scooting up like that. It just ain't that comfortable. Okay, now I am applying my concealer. I am using the one that is my shade, and I'm gonna go in with a lighter one right up under my eyes, right here too, as well, in the corner of my eyes, and then on the end of my eyes, I'm going in with the one that's a little bit browner than the lighter one. So I am gonna conceal. And where I put concealer, you'll see me grab my fan just to kind of make it a little tacky so it'll stay in place. That's the purpose of using the fan, to make it stay there. I don't want, when I do blend it out, I want it to be in where I put it at. So that's why I kind of make it, a little tacky, dry it down a little bit. I am using my buffer brush to go ahead and put it where I want it to go, and then I go in with the wet beauty blender and go ahead and blend it out. Make it melt, okay? You have to have it where you want it at, and you have to do what you gotta do to keep it there. I don't know if you guys ever use the beauty blender wet, but I'm telling you, just try it and see how you like it when you're, kind of buffing out your concealer. And I also use my foundation too sometimes. That's another one. That one damp as well too. I had done put two, but I had damp both of them. Two of them I had done damp before I even started. So you do see me doing my contour. I put a little contour on there, um, with the stick. So I am actually right now I am applying setting powder to my concealer, because you should go ahead and go conceal that. I mean, set that with set your concealer. So you don't want the moving to get messed up and all that. So you go ahead and set that with setting powder. Okay, don't forget to do that. So I am contouring. I kind of put it on my hand and warmed up a little bit, and then I applied it, because I don't want it to be a harsh look of my contour. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I use the same stick. I just put some on my hand, and I got it from there. I got the product from there. Let it warm up a little bit. And that's a technique I'm just starting to do. And I kind of like it because, like I say, you don't really see a harsh line with it. And it's less blending out. You see how the top look a little bit darker, which I love and don't get me wrong, I absolutely love my contour to show. I like to show my contour. I am putting on my nose some. I don't really have to do too much with my nose because I got a little pointed nose, but it ain't too bad. It go with my face, I suppose. you know. So I don't do too much, contouring and snatching the nose that much. It's okay. So I am adding a different contour. It's like a powder. I'm adding a powder contour as well. So I went ahead and put on a little bit of blush, a little pink blush. Very soft. I ain't put too much on it. Very soft. You can see it, not too heavy. And then you're going to see me put my highlighter on in a few minutes. You see, I put my little highlighter, honey. I done had that highlighter for a couple of years. I got that from, I want to say that is, who is that? Trophy Wife. Trophy Wife. I don't even know if they still sell it. I absolutely love that. I love that highlighter. So I am going in with some MAC powder to go ahead and finish setting my foundation. I'm using some setting powder to go ahead and let my contour pop a little bit. So that's another reason why I didn't feel like I need to make it that, heavy, use too much of it. And just this right here itself gonna make it go ahead and show where it's at. Then I'm gonna buff it out with a brush. Just so you can see it some but not too much. You want your makeup look as natural as possible. You don't want to look casket ready. So I am going in with a brown lip gloss. I didn't feel like looking for my brown liner, honey. But I also use this anyway. But child, when I tell you it was glossy, I ain't gonna tell you. You'll see the rest of the video what I mean by that. It's kind of funny though, but you will see. But it was real glossy, okay? Real glossy. I am going in with a brown. And I just really started doing is just playing in lipstick, child, just trying something different. I actually like the way it look. It's almost like it's an ombre look as well on your lips. When I put the purple on the side, and I had a purple lipstick, so I couldn't find it, so I used a gloss. But anyway, it worked out. But guys, let me tell you something. I don't know how many of y'all use a black line around your lips, but I'm telling you now, please don't use no black liner around your lips. Please, I'm just saying, please. It don't look good. That was back in the 70s and 80s and maybe 90s, the latest. It don't look good. It's just not a good look. Just use a brown. Brown make it look a little more natural. Although mine was naturally um kind of brown anyway. It's just naturally I got a natural liner somehow or another. I don't know how, but I do. So now I'm about to apply my lashes. See, I told you I had lipstick on my lips right here. Ooh wee. Apply my little lashes, huh? Up, I didn't want to stay on. You have to make sure that glue is really, really dry. Not really dry, but let it get tacky. And honey, I ain't wait long enough, and I knew it before I tried it anyway. But I'm trying to get my stuff, get it done, honey. Cause let me tell you something. When I tell you I had and I got tired, honey, I was doing makeup past my bedtime. I'm telling you now, I goes to bed, and child, I want to go ahead and finish. And wasn't going nowhere but to bed. Okay, I hurt and took that makeup off my face and went to bed. I was tired. I was tired, child. So y'all, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video though, and I want you to make sure you tell your mama, your sister, your cousin, your brother, your auntie, your uncle, his girlfriend, your niece and your nephew to watch my video. I really would appreciate it. So I just use a little bit of highlighter right there to crease in my eyes, and that's it, y'all. That's the finished look. And I thank you guys so much for watching, as I said, and thank you for tuning in. Please share, please share, please share. You guys have a wonderful, blessed day. Okay, thank you.